sorry, man. You were talking hella crazy, acting like you were knocking out Tank. Hey,
I'm trying to think.
Tell the truth.
I'm trying to be respectful when I say this.
There's gotta be some on the undercard. I picked the undercard. I'm like, who the hell's on here? Who the hell?
Tell the truth.
Tell the damn truth.
What's good, everybody? Episode 9, Tell the Truth Boxing Pod. We back, man. It's the Valley Savage. It's the Leaf. And look who's back, baby. Mexico right here.
Yeah! We're back today!
We never left. We got a lot to catch up on. It's been a little while, but we back. What y'all want to start it off with? You want to start off with the big one?
We gotta start with the big one, man. Start with that boy, Pretty Boy Garcia. What happened?
Oh, man.
Pretty Boy Garcia, what happened?
That's haterade, baby. Haterade.
You know what?
It's called Tell the Truth.
I'm going to say
And I'm
what
Mexican now.
I want to say because I know my man Khalif right here had a lot of faith in Ryan.
Sure did.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait. Let's be clear.
Oh,
that man started capping. That's it. All right. Where my hat at? Oh, that's right here.
Tell the truth.
He started capping. I never said Ryan was going to win. I just said he had a good shot.
You have faith. I didn't
You
say
had faith.
Yo, wait, run the tape.
Ryan Garcia is a good fighter. A lot of people think that Ryan Garcia is trash. I don't know why. He has a lot of one-punch sparks. I mean, Ryan Garcia, King Ryan. Let's get it correct.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good fighter. You know, he does keep his chin up a lot. He does fight tall, but I think he's dangerous for a lot of guys.
I said that you had a lot of faith in him. I didn't say you said he was going to win.
I thought you were going to cap a little bit, say, you know.
No. We tell the truth here, bro.
I have some faith.
So what's your analysis then? What you think?
Well, there's levels in boxing, okay? And what I seen was Javante got a lot more wrinkles in his game. Just the movement alone really upset Ryan. Ryan said he got bored and he rushed his shots. He doesn't block his face when he throws combinations. He was so fast and explosive to knock other fighters out that wasn't on his level. So I knew he had the power, but he was walking too tall to Tank, and Tank is dangerous. You can't walk in on a smaller fighter like that that can punch. So overhand, cracked him, he got right up. I was impressed. Ryan took that shot well. He took it better than Luke Campbell.
He took it better than Rolling.
Yeah, he
put
got
Rolly
right
out.
up. He got straight up.
Yeah, and he put the pressure on him.
But the body shot, and I want to clear this up. That body shot, and people were knocking him. Oh, you pussied out and this and that.
Hell no.
That body shot, Ryan opened up with a hook and got caught with a shot at the same time. That's a very difficult shot to recover from. You seen how he moved. He was hurt. He still stood there. He tried. He fell because he could not stand. That shot, anyone pretty much will go down.
See, I look at it different because, you know, I don't want to say he quit. I don't think he quit. I'm trying to think.
Tell the truth.
I'm trying to be
man.
respectful when I say this.
Hey, tell the truth. That's why we're calling.
I don't want to talk too much shit.
I hear you.
Like,
I hear you, but sometimes you just gotta tell it.
Like Khalif just said, he couldn't stand, but I think he could stand because he went right back to the half a man. He got right back in the back foot, but then he still felt the pain, and then he saw Tank coming. You could see Tank with his hands up, like telling him, like, I got you. You know what I mean? And then he went to a knee. You know what I'm saying? And then, hold on, when he was on the knee, he's doing a 10 count, and then he stands up right at 10. So what that tells me is, and I want to get y'all's opinion. If you stood up right at 10, you could have stood up at 9. You know what I'm saying? But I feel, this is my opinion, I feel that he knew that if he got up, it would have ended way worse than him getting counted out. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, I want to hear Rick's point. Right.
I'll talk.
All right, so listen, what I say about that shot, when you get hit with a shot like that, his reaction was delayed. And then when that system kicks in your head that you actually hurt, that's why his body went into the numb stage.
Right.
So he didn't even realize what happened. He got hit, and then what happened just now, and his body just basically gave up. Now when he went down, you can see him trying. He wanted to get up, and look, he got up. He's looking. When he stood up, he wasn't just walking. The rep almost was guided him. You gotta pay attention to the rep. The rep grabs him because he could not just start walking. He was hurt.
I didn't see that.
He was hurt.
You mean when he stood up?
Yeah, when he stood up. He didn't start walking. The rep grabbed him.
Nah, yeah, he stood straight because it was at 9, and then halfway through 9, right before he hit 10, he stood up.
Yeah, he stood up, but he still was fucking hurt. Now look, he could have stood up and Tank would have came with the heat. He could have took another knee.
Yeah.
Right? And gave us another 10 count.
Yeah.
It could have been bad.
So you think that he could have...
It would have been bad for
It was gonna be
he was
bad.
gonna get knocked out cold bad. He got the flag on Brian. Brian's gonna hear this.
Because you think that he still, like I said, he could have continued, but he knew that I'm outclassed.
His body was not responding the way he wanted. Yo, that shot is a very hard shot.
So to reflect on what you're saying, yo, I agree 100%. I got caught in the liver plenty of times, and it's paralyzing. Literally, like when I've gotten caught to the liver, it's a delayed reaction where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna shake this off, and then all of a sudden you just can't, and you just gotta stop.
Yeah.
So I do agree with that part where it was delayed, things kind of set on a little later on, but I'm with Javar, where he saw Tank looking at him like, I got you, bitch, you're mine now. He was like, nah, I'm not getting up. This is gonna get really ugly. I'm gonna get embarrassed out here. I'm just gonna stay right here. My ribs messed up already. Now the liver shot.
That's all I was gonna say, the rib.
Yes.
Nobody knew about
the rib going in. We all knew after the fact. I'm not gonna say he's making excuses. Things happen in camp. People get hurt. I had an injured rib before. I know. And with him, I knew when he saw the look and confidence of Tank, knowing he was hurt, he was like, I'm fucked. And I'm like, I'm not gonna get up. So to me, that's quitting. I'm sorry, that's quitting. You quit. But in honesty, it was smart of him. It was smart of him to stay there, because if he would have got up, it would have been bad.
The beats would have been crazy.
The beats would have been crazy on his body and head.
I'm not even gonna lie, when I see him on the ground, the blood coming out of his nose, and him, like, he wanted to get up. Like,
Wants to.
I felt
he knows.
For Ryan.
Did you?
I really felt bad for Ryan.
I did.
Because I knew.
All the talk. Sorry, bruh. I'm Mexican now.
He got the flag on. He said,
I'm repping Mexico all day because I am fucking Mexican and I rep. But yo, I'm sorry, man. You were talking hella crazy, acting like you're knocking out Tank, this and that. You and your brother, yo, let's talk about that one. Yo, his brother was shook in that locker room, boy. Yeah. Tank got him shook when he was getting his hands wrapped.
Yeah, he couldn't even look in his eyes.
Yeah, he couldn't even look. He's like, I'm gonna hit your brother so hard, I'm gonna hit him so hard, you're gonna feel it. And he was like, oh shit. So what I'm getting at is the fact that Tank put the fear in Ryan's heart. He put it in his heart, and he knew it was over at that point. That's why I felt like, as much as I felt like he wanted to get up and continue, because like as a fighter, you're like, I can't go out like this. He knew he had nothing for him.
So let me ask you, out of his performance, what do you think? Will you rate him out of 10 being the best?
I'll say, I'm gonna look at Tank. Tank is a supreme fighter. He's one of the elite fighters, and you can tell. Did you watch that, Belong?
I did watch that, man.
Bro, the way that Tank, you should watch it. The way that Tank talked about Ryan was like, that's my young boy. Like, he has a lot to learn. You know what I'm saying? Because he's talking to his mans after the fight. He's like, yo, he's slow. He's like, yo, I looked at him like, are you serious?
This is all you got.
Like, he dead ass verbatim says like, yo, this is all you got for me? And then you see that Mayweather's like during the fight, in between rounds, he's talking to Tank. He's like, yo, Tank, what they got for you? What he got for you in there? He's like, nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
It was easy work.
Yeah. You got people.
So when it comes to that, and I hear Tank talk like the respect as far as boxing skill coming from Tank was like, he ain't shit. And I'll take his word for it, because obviously he's been doing this since he was in the war.
And he was in there with him.
Because I honestly felt it.
But the thing is, Tank got the best powerful pound fighter in his corner. So Mayweather showed him angles. And I mean, certain shots, certain movements that's why Tank got one of the best feet in boxing besides Shakur.
I know.
Shakur got great feet too. And that's another thing I want to bring up.
I can't wait.
Shakur versus Tank.
Oh my God.
I heard a lot of mixed reviews on this fight.
I love it.
You know
who y'all going with that?
Well, first I'll say that Shakur, I know for a fact that if they were to fight, Shakur or Devin, that Tank is not saying what he said about Ryan about those two names.
Absolutely.
He would never say that about Tank. You know what I'm saying?
That's exclusive.
To Tank,
Hell no, he's not.
Shakur is too smart. His footwork is too good. His jab is disciplined. You can tell when he's fighting. Like the last 5 fights I've seen, I think it's literally 5 fights. Shakur pretty much has a smile on his face the whole time. He's smiling.
He's comfortable.
You know what I'm saying? He has that long jab out and he's just moving his opponent like around to where he wants them to go.
Directs him.
That fight with Shiro, oh my God, bro. It was like,
Oh
and
my
Shiro
God.
is not like, I understand like, oh, who the fuck is
No,
First of all, he
no.
was what, number 6?
He's
ranked number 6.
I don't know exactly.
And that was after everybody ducked Shakur. Shakur had to ask to fight everybody. He went to Pitbull. Pitbull ain't want to smoke. Who else was?
He
Who else?
destroyed Pitbull.
He went and
went
asked
to the
everybody, and then Shiro was the first one to be like, "All right, I'll fight you," and he made it look easy. He made it look easy.
Clinic.
But I think that Shakur, to answer your question, I think Shakur is the next Mayweather. I don't see Shakur losing. Even a Tank, and Tank is my favorite fighter. If you ask me which fight would I rather watch, Shakur fight with anybody or a Tank fight with anybody, I would rather watch Tank. I would pay a lot of money to watch him live. Shakur, not so much. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not as really as exciting, but I can't see anybody beating him.
I'm with you. Yo, I am with you, man.
So you're going with Shakur over
100%.
Tank?
I'm all day. All day. And I'm not even, there's no hesitation.
Well, Shakur. All right, and I'm not gonna say this on camera because I know some things I heard
Yeah.
about some people that he sparred and he was besting them, and I couldn't believe it when I heard it. I'm hearing it from fighters that actually was there or seeing it.
Yeah.
And these are two fighters that we're talking our pound for pound best. So you just think about what I'm talking about when I say that. He was beating them to blow for blow at that time. Shakur is probably probably number 1 fighter right now, because Crawford even saying right now, Shakur is even educating him. So seeing him punch between his last fight, punching in between the shots, where to exactly place the shots, yes, he's the baddest man on the planet besides Crawford, I would say. He hasn't shown it yet, but against Tank, he knows he's going to shine against Tank. Tank's a really good fighter, but
Really good.
Shakur got the best foot.
So you think he's better than Boots?
All right, Boots. I love Boots, but Boots sparred Shakur, and from what I'm hearing back in the day, Shakur used to give it to him.
That's crazy.
And Boots is the man.
I remember
I'm not
Shakur.
talking
I
shit,
remember Shakur
because
sparring
Boots
my
is
boy
man.
Steven. I remember Shakur was sparring my
But,
boy Steven, and Steven was
You
bigger
know,
than
it was
him.
hard for Boots for her to get to Shakur like that. And I know Boots. I seen his Boots spar, and I tell you, I've never seen anyone do anything in the ring like he does. But then when I heard that from another fighter that was there saying, yeah, oh no, Shakur used to give it to Boots, I'm like, what? Nah. He's like, yeah. Back in the day, yeah.
Yeah.
But now, you know, Boots is on another level, so that could have been earlier. And that's no
Younger.
knock on Boots, because Boots is pound for pound to me. But I'm surprised when I heard that. Like Shakur, we're such a Shakur's a good fighter, but I never thought that he was like that dude, because, you know, sometimes he would just play. There's like certain fighters, like the one guy, I forget, the cop. There was a cop in his fight, a tall black guy that actually kind of swelled his eye a little bit. Shakur. They're saying he was gunshot. He went engaged.
This early on in his
Jamel
career.
Herring?
No, not Herring.
Nah, not Jamel.
The guy was a cop. I don't remember this
That's
guy's
early on in
name.
his career.
But when he fought this guy, Shakur wasn't really trying to close the show or really getting at him. He was more cautious in the fight. And then, you know, people criticized him after that, big time, heavy. And then after that, he fought Herring. I think it's the fight before that. This fighter showed me that Shakur was like gun shy with some big shots. So I wouldn't think that a killer is not worried about that. He's coming for you. So, but now that he's really sitting on his grown man strip, cracking, Shakur's the truth.
Yeah.
But a guy like Haney that throws volume and his
Speed.
Haney's
volume.
long and he throws. His volume is going to give Shakur some problems, and it'll give Tank some problems. So, but Tank got the kryptonite, Shakur got the IQ and the movement, and Devin got the fucking volume.
Speed and volume.
Speed and volume.
Yep.
So they're all like elite in their own
Yes.
way.
Yeah. That's great that you brought that up because each of them have their special qualities that make them elite in their own way. You know what I mean? So when we look at Tank, we're just thinking power, we're thinking knockout. But now I'm glad to see it's getting exposed, like of how his IQ is being shown now. You know, to see him react and roll under to catch that body shot the way he did, like. And the other thing that people were giving him shit about was how he's like tying up Ryan and charging after Ryan. That's smart IQ because Ryan was literally trying to use his range, get off, and get his flurries off. Tank was like, nope, not happening. Nope, not happening. So that's smart fighting. Anybody else would probably let Ryan just tee off and just beat him the fuck up. But Tank was like, nope, I'm gonna smother this, not allow it, and took it away from him. He eliminated Ryan's game by beating him with the speed, the volume, and the range. So it's probably something where it would happen if you were to fight Haney. It'd be like the same thing. He'd do a different game plan. He's gonna pressure, get in, tie up, not allow him to get off. But I agree. Each one of them have their special qualities. But damn, boy, Shakur, man, yo, he's special. And I agree with what you said, how he's like Mayweather, because I just don't see him losing. I don't see him getting beat. He is that special and he is that smart and skilled. He just has all the qualities that a boxer needs in this game today, but he's not the most exciting. So we're not going to want to pay and watch him. We're going to want to pay and watch Tank. He brings the pin to the hose. He brings the crowd out. You know what I'm saying? He brings them out, man. And yo, that was just to see that crowd with them too, man. It was good to see for boxing, man, because boxing needed it bad.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
It needed it so bad.
I never thought in the streaming where everybody steals everything. You know what I'm saying? People steal commercials now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For somebody that
You don't pay for shit.
rumored from 1.2 to 1.4 million in the streaming era.
Yes.
Imagine if there was no streaming. How many pay-per-view buys that would
People didn't want to see that fight streaming because they wanted that was such a super fight.
Yeah.
And I believe any of these super fights is gonna be like that.
There's 1.2 million.
1.2.
1.2 million.
Crawford and Spence is gonna be that. People are not gonna want to see that in glitch mode. They're gonna want to see that straight out.
Yeah, but I still don't feel it's gonna hit those numbers. And just because nothing against Crawford, but it's just because it's just Crawford doesn't bring that type of appeal. Nothing, and this is me. I love Crawford. He's fucking one of my favorites. I think he's one of the best in boxing today.
I think he is number one.
It's just the average viewer is not gonna want to see it. The mix of pretty boy Ryan Garcia and all of his YouTube following, his Instagram followers, boom.
They say
has
he's the
that.
face of boxing right now.
Ryan? Well, he's a pretty boy. He's like the Oscar. He's like Oscar back in the day. Honestly, I think Oscar, that might be your kid, low key. Oscar, that might be your kid, low key. Yeah. But yo, like Ryan's like the pretty boy face of boxing today. All the ladies, the women love him. People just like him. They're drawn to him because he's like young and hip to these younger generations.
He's big on TikTok.
He's big on TikTok and Instagram. So it's like he's hip with what's going on right now. He's a pretty boy. Everybody likes somebody who's good. Tank's just that raw savage, man. A real one that everybody fucks with, man.
He has the Tank.
He has the
All right, here's how I look at it. Ryan has the suburban, casual fans. It wasn't nobody that was from my neighborhood or neighborhoods like you're from. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I mean? Nobody was going for Ryan.
No.
Nobody from the streets was going for Ryan. Everybody from the streets was going for
I was not going with Ryan.
Yeah,
I was not
well,
going
he was
with
on
Ryan.
that since Mayweather and Oscar.
Hell yeah.
Like
I was on this shit heavy.
Yeah, he knew. He knew.
Mayweather, goddamn. I'm like, I went one time when I fucking went with oh my god, legend Marquez. I went Marquez versus Mayweather, and I bet it, and I'm like,
you bet on Marquez?
Yeah, because I was Mexican pride. I took dumbass. Never again. I'm like, yo, tell the truth. I will never go with my fucking culture because of my pride. I'm going with who's better. Mayweather's the better. Mayweather's the GOAT.
I mean, we don't really I know y'all don't watch Mayweather, but you fight that Gotti 3 or something? That guy was freaking dangerous.
Fuck him. I was supposed to fight him in MMA. Yo, y'all should have ran that shit with me, man. But nah.
Really?
I remember they offered me to fight him. I was brought in to lose. and they wanted me to fight him, and it never worked out. So for some reason they couldn't get to terms. He's huge. He's huge. Yeah, he's a big one.
See, Rick don't duck no smoke.
I don't duck no smoke, man. I fight anybody, anywhere. I don't give a shit, bro. I don't care, bro. I'll fight you, man. But yeah, he smokes it. He's soft on the feet. He knocks people out that can't fight. That's why they wanted me to fight him, because they wanted me to brawl with him so he can look good and try to like knock me out. He wasn't gonna
knocked out.
He wasn't gonna knock me out. Fucking trash.
Yeah.
Sucks. But
Yeah, but
Mayweather smoke him easy.
like Crawford, like it's like you said, Ryan's following is insane.
It's ridiculous.
And Tank's following is also insane. It's just off of social media.
I love it.
Neither
Real
Crawford
ones.
or Spence brings that to the table. Neither one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Spence has
tell
a
the
bigger
truth.
draw than Crawford, but
Let's tell the truth.
that's not
They don't.
that's not happening. That's not happening. You know what I'm saying? Like I think maybe it'll go like to. I think it'll do big numbers, like 500,000. You know what I'm saying? I think like 450, 500,000.
I would say 500 to 700.
Yeah.
500 to 700.
But to
It's
get-
almost gonna get a bill because it's still a great fight.
Yeah, because a lot of the whole boxing world, that's the fight they want to see.
Yes. Oh, most
I mean, that's
definitely.
the entire boxing world wants to see Crawford versus Spence.
But it doesn't
Right.
bring the star power, like he said. It doesn't bring the star power.
If you want your pay-per-view buys to be over $1 million, you have to be able to bring the casuals in.
General public.
And Spence and Crawford, they don't bring the casuals in. You know what I'm saying? Like Tank brings the casuals in because if they turn on ESPN, you know, even if you don't watch boxing, you're tuning into ESPN to watch football or basketball highlights. You're gonna see a clip in there, maybe 10 to 20 seconds long, but you're gonna see Tank stretching somebody out. You know what I'm saying? And then on the other hand, you're gonna see Ryan up here wearing a body pad or putting a body pad on somebody else going in, like him trying to hit him as hard as they can, or dancing on TikTok or something. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna see him.
That's saying it,
Yes.
You're not seeing him. You're not seeing Spence and Crawford on that level.
Nah.
My friends don't watch fighting. They don't. A lot of my friends don't train here. There were UFC fights that night, and I went over to my friend's house to watch the UFC fights. And my friend invited his friends over, and they brought their girlfriends. My friends' girlfriends knew about the Tank and Ryan fight, and that's how I knew that it was like a big boxing fight. Because
That's how big.
they don't know about anything else, but they knew about that fight.
Wow.
But
And that's over UFC, where right now UFC is the biggest thing and draw that people are watching. Everyone
turned
wants to
it
see
off.
UFC. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's how big that fight was, John.
Yeah.
That's so dope. Two young in their prime, fighting each other undefeated. I respect it, man. So I do respect Ryan on that level. Like, you went there and you challenged yourself, but you really didn't have to. You're the young superstar. You can wait for big money fights, and you didn't have to take this type of smoke. Tank's a lot of smoke.
and you know Oscar didn't want that fight.
Hell no.
Oscar's on tape saying that he ain't ready
On
for that
tape,
fight.
on
That was
tape.
years ago.
You know
on
Ryan.
footage.
You know Ryan had to go and tell Oscar, listen, you either give me this fight, or I'm out. You give me this fight, or I'm leaving. And then he had all the rehydration clauses, and then you had the catch weights. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the fact, I think it's you didn't want it, don't sign a fucking contract. I don't want
Why
to.
not?
Barrios didn't complain about that shit.
Yeah, I thought I just found out Barrios is on the rehydration clause. I didn't know that.
He ain't complaining about that shit.
But
He
yo,
fought.
Tank got so much power. Why are you training these guys? Fight them at the true weight class. Fight them.
Why when I'm the A side?
He-
You know
it
I
don't
love the A
matter. It
side.
don't matter if you're A side. Prove that you are that dude.
It does matter if you're A side.
I mean, Tank got the skills to still knock him out with that rehydration
And
clause.
so did Mayweather.
So why drain him?
So the
Mayweather
Mayweather.
didn't drain nobody.
He did Canelo.
And
Canelo.
And he tried to put a
152
rehydration clause on that,
He
but
did
Canelo
against
said
Mayweather.
no.
Canelo.
He put a catch weight on.
152 and wouldn't
And-
allow him to get above 152, 162. He didn't give him, I think 10 pounds he gave him.
Nah,
Yeah,
it was he tried to put that in there.
Oh.
Canelo had a pair of nuts and said, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm doing the catch weight that you wanted at. I'm rehydrating however the fuck I want. And, or you take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? That's what Brian should have did. Say no. No, I'm not doing that.
He didn't have to agree.
Yeah, they didn't have to, but they probably wouldn't let no fight.
They would have.
Tank in his head had some doubt because he didn't know how good Ryan was. He would say he was trash and this and that, but Ryan is.
No, he respected him. Any
Ryan got power.
any interview you heard with Tank, he did respect him. He's like, yo, he's young, he's tough, he's
He was
fast.
coming for him. He was like,
He
he
knew.
was the toughest fight. Yeah. And
So he
said
did respect
today
him.
He was his toughest fight, but it was.
It's a strategy.
It was just levels. to the game plan.
I think the rehydration thing is a strategy thing. It's like, I'm not gonna allow you to just blow up.
Here's
I don't think it's a fear thing. I think it's just a strategy.
I look at it like this.
Personally.
If I've been on pay-per-view X amount of times, way more than Ryan, because Ryan never been on pay-per-view. Ryan never had a championship belt.
That's the thing.
Ryan,
I heard him say a former world champion. I was like, wait,
no,
that's not true.
No, he was an interim champion.
Yeah, and that's
But
why I was like, you got that shit wrong.
And he's never fought a champion. He never fought anybody that had an undefeated record. You know what I'm saying? Tank was the super A side. Why would
Fortuna was his former world champion he fought?
Like,
because I don't think Luke Campbell was a world
no,
champion.
he never fought a current.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Like, they're holding the belt. You know
Got
what
you,
I'm saying?
currently. Yeah.
So why would a super A side, right? After Tank went to 140, he said, I'm not comfortable here. I don't want to. He dropped the belt immediately that he got from Barrios and was like, I'm not comfortable here.
Yeah.
So why would the A side go to 140 where that guy's more comfortable? No, you either come down to 135, which that's what Ryan should have did, because if he would have went to 135, there would have been no rehydration clause. You can balloon up to whatever you want.
Right.
But he didn't want to do that. Oh well, now it's your funeral. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. I don't know. Tank has all the skills. You don't really have to do that if you don't want to. You can just fight on, test yourself. I don't care how big you get. If you still got the power and skills, you can definitely knock him out. So
I agree.
You know what I mean?
It's just for fact. It's just for like.
I'm the A side. I can do that.
Yeah, it's me. You got to play by my rules.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? And Ryan found out. But I think, all honesty, I think it's one of the best things to happen for him. Very similar to what Canelo when he faced Mayweather. He was young and not ready, and he was exposed, and he found out I got things I got to work on. It could be the same thing for Ryan. Now with him splitting with the camp and whatever was going on behind the scenes that we all don't know about, obviously coaching and your relationship wasn't good with what you had. Hopefully you find the right team, man, and you really start building and really having more of coaching instead of yes men. I think you get a lot of yes men around you, and that doesn't do you well. You're a young, talented guy. You have all the potential in the world. It's just getting the right team around you. And I heard Tank's team even offered to bring him in. They were like, yo,
That's
you want to
what
come
he
train
needs.
with us?
He needs a
we'll
Calvin
help you.
Ford. No, not even a Calvin Ford. He needs a Derrick James.
Derrick James.
Like Derrick James preaches fundamentals before any. Like when you watch Spence, like we know when we compare Spence to Crawford, right? Crawford is a switch hitter. Like he went up to 147, knocked everybody out. You know what I'm saying? Like he's cerebral. You know what I'm saying? Like he has so many tools in the toolbox. When Spence is pretty much, you gonna get this jab, you gonna get this pressure, then you gonna get this body work. That's pretty much it. But his fundamentals is so concrete and so solid that he just like even with just the basic fundamentals, he tears everybody down.
Facts.
And that's Derrick James. That's how his like you see the same thing in Charlo. You know what I'm saying? You see the same thing in Frank Martin.
Frank Martin.
You know what I'm saying?
Frank Martin's another one.
Yeah, that's another one that's dangerous at 35.
Dangerous.
But you see what he did to Rivera.
Yeah.
He destroyed him.
Yes.
Yeah, he scared the life out of him at the face-off. But I think that if Ryan were to get somebody like that, it doesn't have to be Derrick James, but somebody who is like, yo, if you don't have these fundamentals down, we're not moving forward.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As where somebody like Goosen, like every all the footage I've seen with Goosen, like when I see Tank with Calvin Ford, I'm seeing him doing everything. He's in the ring with him. He's talking, do this and do that.
Yep.
Bro, this is Goosen.
He just sat there.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's real nice right there. Yeah.
Oh, I'm scared.
He's hitting like a middleweight. Yeah.
Ooh, I'm scared.
What the fuck are you, bro? Can you go and teach my man something? Get him off the reflex bag, bro. Tell him to stop hitting the body shield. Do something. Work on the footwork. The jab. How many times did he throw that what was it? Right hook or straight right? Was it right hook or straight right? That he did 3 times in a row.
Yeah, right hook.
3 times in a fuck to Tank, who's a counter puncher
When he's coming forward
with the body punch. When he hit him with the body punch.
He was throwing that loop in right hand. He was trying to land that straight right hand.
And yeah, then he threw it for the 3rd time, and then it's over.
What he threw he was coming forward. One thing I noticed what Tank was doing that I had never really seen him do was, when he was fighting, is
Measuring out.
And that also starts to left
Control
hook.
that lead. Control
Also
that
knows
lead
when the
hand.
left hook is coming. And I thought that was really brilliant that he was doing that. I'm like, why is he doing
So
that?
smart.
But I was thinking like, yo, that left hook is dangerous, and he was always being cautious because he would measure and hold it. Just know where it was at, And I was like, damn, Tank, I didn't expect him to even do that.
Mad smart.
Yeah, so
Roll unders, timing and
yeah,
controlling the
you
range.
know when the
of
left
that
hook
lead
coming,
hand.
you know when the jabs coming.
You know
It
when it's
stopped. It
happening.
shut Ryan down.
That's
It made him had to rush his shots, and that's where he paid the ultimate
Rush
price.
that right hand, caught him with the counter. That's simple.
So what do you think is next for Ryan? Though? Like what?
Ryan moved up to 40.
Rolly. I know they're talking him and Rolly.
Yeah.
You know?
He's
I don't
got too
even
much.
know. Now I don't even know, man.
What do you
Like,
mean you don't know? Ryan's
You don't-
still dangerous for any guy.
Most definitely. I think he knocks out Rolly.
Yeah.
You don't think he knocks out Rolly?
bro, what I seen in that fight, I'm sorry. I feel like Rolly gave Tank a better fight than me.
He did.
He roughed him up, made him
I think
rough.
I don't know. As Rolly said it, I gave Tank his hardest fight, and I was like, Rolly had Tank control him a little bit with that jab.
I wouldn't say toughest, but he gave him a tough fight.
No, Rolly said that in his head. He
Yeah,
said
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Who knows?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think he gave him his toughest. He can think that in his head because that's just Rolly and he talks hella crazy, which is fucking hilarious. I love
think
it about him.
Pedraza probably was a tougher fight than Rolly was. I think Pedraza
Pedraza was fucking
But
skilled.
like I'm sorry, man. Like
Damn,
it was just
lost all
easy.
faith.
It was just
Lost
easy.
all faith in Ryan.
It was easy work, bro. It was like you could just. I've never seen Tank move forward that early in the fight before in my life. In the interview that I did with Ian Green, I said he was gonna lose the first 1 to 4. He was gonna probably lose those rounds.
He did lose that first.
He lost that
He did lose
first.
that first.
But then after the second,
Moving, timing, trying to feel.
the second round, he's moving forward. He's stepping forward and not on the back foot. I'm like, it's.
Well, he knew he had to because if he keeps going, moving on his back foot, Ryan's gonna keep winning the rounds. Being the aggressor, controlling the center of the ring, looking as an aggressor in the ring, you're winning
You're winning the
rounds.
fight, yeah.
You're winning
Exactly,
rounds.
but when do we
That's
see
why-
Tank move early, that early? Though? I understand that part because
Yeah,
you're gonna.
but he didn't
put
want
a
to
ring
fight.
in.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
he didn't want to
saying?
fall behind that much early.
I don't.
I think he didn't
I
want to
just
fall
look at it
behind
like it took a while for Leo Santa Cruz. It took a while for Barrios. It took a while for Rolly. You see how long it took for when he was at 130 with Pedraza. I mean, almost every single fight is like Tank is downloading information until around the halfway mark of the fight, and then he attacks. You know what I'm saying? But to see him pressure in the second round, I can't remember.
I think he started putting pressure because Ryan, when he started letting his hands go and actually landing some shots on Tank knew he had his kill to be killed. So that switch turned on, like, I gotta start fighting. Because he couldn't just move and move and move. Like Rick was saying, you're winning by putting pressure on the other fighter. So when, he started seeing him complain about the head and this and that, Ryan was letting his hands go. He just didn't give a shit. Even when he was guarding and holding,
He brought it.
still was swinging. So Ryan was like, I'm fighting.
Yeah.
So Tank was like, I have to fight. And that's why Tank started coming forward right away. Because you had to put that same pressure back. You had to match the energy. That's what we teach in the boxing. When someone come aggressive, you match the energy.
I hear you, but he's been in a ring with better fighters, and it's taken him longer. That's my point.
Yeah.
My point is that he's been. I
Yeah,
forget
so
how
hold
many.
on.
I think
Better-
he had less than 30.
He made Ryan look ordinary, but do you think those, like Leo Santa Cruz, could beat Ryan Garcia? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Ryan will crack that boy evil right to sleep.
What do you
He
think?
could.
Do you think a prime
Ryan's
Leo?
a good puncher.
I think Leo is pretty good where he can give Ryan problems because pressure.
Yeah.
But then he can walk into a counter all day.
Yeah.
But I feel like where Leo is better is that Leo has a lot more folds in his game, where Ryan's kind of more of a one dimension, where it's like he's better off the counter. He's not better as the aggressor. Like when he tries to aggress, it looked good and all, but there's no real setup or development of what he's trying to put together. It's kind of just like, I'm putting on the pressure and putting a flurry on you. I'm overwhelming you with volume, but I'm not really setting up anything. That's what I noticed from Ryan, and even it was happening in the Tank fight, I was noticing it was just like a flurry of like, oh shit, but it was nothing like set up. Like he wasn't trying to dig the body. He wasn't trying to open up the body shot to land over top. There was just nothing set up. So that's why I feel like I favor like a Santa Cruz over Garcia, but Garcia's got the power and speed.
Yeah, he got like especially Garcia's dangerous, bro.
He's dangerous, but how skilled?
Yeah, his skill.
Boxing
He
skill.
really never had to use his
Never
skill.
had to.
And that's why he thought he was that good.
And that's why I think that like when I asked like what's next for Ryan is like
That's why you
I don't
say-
know where you because you have a whole bunch of killers at 135 and you got even more killers at 140. What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do with Tio? What is he gonna do with Pro
Are you
Race?
fu-
What is he gonna do
Yo.
with
Listen, right here, Tio is not that good, bro. We thought he was that good. We thought Cam Bolson whooped that ass, and I called that shit. I had
think
my
that-
whole job saying Tio will win. I'm like, nah. I seen that at the weigh-in. Remember how when a fighter takes a fighter's heart at the weigh-in?
Yeah.
It was the first time they had faced each other. And then remember something happened and they had to reschedule the fight. They had to reschedule the fight. And this and that. And then they refaced. Was the very first time they had faced up. Ken Bolson knew right then and there he could beat TFE.
All right, so then how about everybody else at 140?
I do not
What about
think
Josh
TFE
Taylor?
was that
What
good.
about Josh Taylor?
Josh Taylor about to whoop TFE ass.
All right, so what you
Yeah,
gonna do
that's
to
a
Ryan?
nice fight.
What you gonna do to Ryan?
Josh Taylor?
Yes.
Josh Taylor is dangerous because he's big. But Ryan, you gotta remember, Ryan is still a really good puncher. So
Did you
even
watch that fight?
What? Him
That-
and Program?
No,
No,
him and Tank.
That's
Did you see? But you didn't see the box. Do you see the level?
that's against Tank.
Yes,
But you haven't really seen anyone else really outbox Ryan Garcia.
because who has he fought?
Yes, but I'm telling you, put him up against some good fighters at 140 and watch him spark him.
And watch him get knocked.
I don't
Regis
think he's
will
gonna get
knock
knocked
the
out.
fuck.
I don't think he's gonna get knocked out.
He's either gonna get knocked out by Regis or he's gonna quit.
Oh, Program.
He's
Now,
gonna-
Rougarou is a whole different ballgame. That's another good fighter. I'm not gonna say Ryan can beat Rougarou. Josh Taylor,
Taylor.
but Tiafimo.
Okay, so I'll give you
Yeah,
Tio.
I give you the fair chance with Tio, but Josh Taylor, Progress,
Yeah, those two are elite.
Sabril Matias.
Matias.
Ryan will give him the fight.
Sabril Matias is a champion at
Yeah,
140.
Ryan will give him the fight. Ryan is good, bro.
Sabril would stretch.
I
Stretch.
No, I agree. I feel like he'll get stretched. But I think with you, I think you're like caught up on his like
His power.
his ability, right? You're caught up in his ability, but then there's the balance that he's missing. He doesn't have
The
skill
defense.
backing. He doesn't have the good coaching anymore. There's a lot of disarray with him. So all the talent and potential he has, it's like it's being. I think it diminishes his actual ability to beat these greats because those things are lacking. If he gets the right system and he gets
The
a
right
good-
trainer that's sticking with him.
I
Ryan
think
Garcia
that's
is dangerous.
I think that's when he becomes that elite and dangerous. Right now, it's kind of like
Iffy, right?
it's in question. But I agree with you. I think he's so talented. There's the potential.
Yeah, he's still got a lot.
He's still got a lot,
Yeah.
and he's so young. He's only 24 years old or something.
Now,
like
when you
that.
say Pro Gray or you saying Josh Taylor, that's the pinnacle at 140.
Man.
That's the top guys at 140.
Yeah, and Sabril.
I
I think
did not consider
Richardson
Teofimo.
Hitchens. I think Richardson Hitchens
Hitchens.
would fuck Ryan up.
Oh, Richard Hitchens as far as my man Showtime.
starch.
And he's very
starch.
sharp. That's who he used to
Richardson
spar with.
Hitchens.
Starch Garcia, bro.
And I'm missing names right now, but
I know. There's
Ryan
Hitchens-
has so far to
Hitchens
go.
is at what, 40?
140.
Oh, he's there? Okay.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, because him and because his brother, the brother that you love a lot, the top ranked fighter. Who's the other one they all train? I think they all train together, don't they?
At
No,
top
because
rank,
Shushu's at 35, right? Or 130? Shushu.
Bruce
Yeah.
Carrington. Bruce Carrington, I think, is also at 140.
I thought it was 35.
35.
Is it?
Carrington,
Yeah.
I think it's 35.
And then the other one, Floyd.
Keyshawn
Floyd.
Keyshawn Davis.
Keyshawn Davis.
Keyshawn Davis.
Yeah,
Yes.
Keyshawn Davis.
Oh, Keyshawn
That's-
Davis.
that's
That's
the one, too.
another good fighter at 35.
I know, bro.
I think he would get Ryan as young as he is.
As young as he is?
Oh, he's another level. He's like a Tank level.
I think he would fuck Ryan up, bro. I'm sorry. I understand. Look, I'm not trying to sit here and say that, oh, yo, Ryan is so. Listen, he has a lot of God-given ability. That's what it is. He has a lot of like what the Lord, our Lord and Savior gave him.
Blessed him with.
That's it. Like
Tell the truth.
Put the skill behind it.
You got to put the skill behind it, the footwork, the IQ. You can just tell he was outsmart. Like Tank was already
made
talking
him
to
look
the
bad. But
Tank.
not every fighter's going to be able to do what Tank did.
No,
I promise you. Not against Ryan.
He has to go, like they have to give him a real soft touch. He should stay away from like at least 1 through 8 in 140 and 1 through 8 in 135. Don't go nowhere near those guys. Nowhere near them.
Top 5.
You need somebody in the
Top 5 that are alive.
Top 5.
He needs somebody like in the 15 range, like
true.
13, 14, 15. You know what I'm saying? And then work on shit.
Especially developing a new camp, you better make sure you're in sync, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Trying to jump into something crazy again, it's not gonna be good.
Well, he just relies on power. That's his problem.
Speed and power. Speed, power, counter.
Ryan, that's all he relying on. He ain't relying on shortening range, controlling the jab, shortening, closing range, which he's stepping in. He overcommitting sometimes. He overcommitting,
Counter off.
And when Tank will put the pressure in him turning like this, I'm like, where the fuck did he jab? So that, but
It's just really getting your fundamentals broken down and placed in position for what's going to make it successful. It's one thing to talk about fundamentals. Everybody does. We all go back to them. But you have to fit what is best for your fighter. So whoever he's with, if they're, he's got the money, so he can have the best around. I'm kind of, I don't know if it was a language barrier or something with Reynoso. Like, I wonder what happened with that camp. Like, I feel like that would have been.
Canelo said that
He
instead
didn't
of
wanna
training,
train.
he
Yeah,
wanted
he
to do
doesn't
photo
wanna train.
shoots and shit
Yep,
like that.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
I know.
And then Goosen, I'm like, people
He
talk a
must
lot of
be
shit on Goosen, but if you watch the epilogue, you can tell Goosen was telling him exactly what Tank was doing and what he was trying. He told him, hey, listen, don't keep your hands up and watch. He's trying to set you up for the body shot. He's trying to set you up for the body shot. Next thing you know, a couple rounds later, knocked out by the body shot. Goosen told him, and he wasn't when he the second round when he really got aggressive.
yeah, he got caught with a shot.
And then he comes back to the corner and Goosen's like, hey, listen, I like that you're trying to mix it up and make it interesting, but relax. Get back to boxing. He told him, get back to boxing. He's the one that went out. He didn't listen to his corner. He needs a trainer that he's going to listen to.
And respect.
Even Goosen says, like, yo, working with Ryan is not, you don't train Ryan, you collab with him. What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the booze talking. Tell the truth. That's the booze talking.
That's that whiskey talking.
But this that Joshua and Franklin fight, we haven't talked since then.
Sheesh. What a fucking.
That was the most boring fight
Yo, I'm sorry.
in my life.
Joshua won by decision split or unanimous?
No, it was unanimous.
It
It
was
was a
unanimous.
unanimous decision.
And it was like.
But bro,
I didn't
it
even
was-
watch it, so I can't
I
really
couldn't
elaborate on it. But
You couldn't get no body shots really out of Joshua. You couldn't really get any combinations. And this is Jermaine Franklin, right? And I found out later on after the fight, bro. You know what he was doing before that fight? He was doing what me and you do for a fucking living, bro. He was working in a fucking warehouse. They called him up. Hey, take this fight with Joshua. He needs an easy fight. He takes it. Obviously, it's a good check. You know what I'm saying? More than what we make. You know what I'm saying?
Make it work.
I know you would jump all over that, like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm in there.
no, so he driving forklifts. You
Bro,
sure we
he
see
was
him
in
at
a
Nestle?
fucking warehouse, bro. And then they called him up, and then
Sure we see him
Joshua,
as a tip at Nestle.
Yeah.
Get it in.
Checking the midnight shift.
He's like, oh, I gotta go fight. You know what I mean?
yeah, like I gotta fight.
I
He had
know
to put PTO in. But look, yo,
Get the PTO slip in.
I didn't know that.
I
yeah.
said, but bro, and then I'm seeing, yo, Derek James is throwing combinations and trying to tell Joshua, yo, throw your hands, bro. And then Joshua go out there, bro. 1, jab, 1, 2. Maybe you get a body shot. 1, 2, jab. Like in the right was landing, and you could tell when he hit him to the body, he felt it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why aren't you going to the body more? Almost like with Usyk. Like when he hit Usyk to the body, it's like you could tell Usyk, like, ooh. But he wouldn't keep throwing. Like damn, you can tell he's getting hurt to the body.
But Joshua has gotten clipped, and you know when you get clipped, it changes the whole game, baby.
He got clipped by Klitschko, got up and then knocked Klitschko out.
No, but he got clipped by Andy Ruiz, aka Jelly Roll. I'm supposed to be nice.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth, boy.
I mean, come on,
Andy
man.
Ruiz. Too many beef steaks.
All day long, baby.
Too many tacos, baby.
Yeah, jelly roll, whatever. I'm supposed to be nice. I can't help it.
Andy Ruiz.
I mean, he slimmed down a little bit.
He definitely slimmed down. I mean, that was that skim milk he was drinking. Maybe the almond milk, we don't know. But no. Andy Ruiz actually, I think, took something out of Joshua in that fight.
Yeah?
He's never really been the same. He bounced back with the rematch. He looked amazing, moving, and then I don't know. After that, he just kind of lost his way. Usyk really exposed him.
Really did.
And then the second fight,
I think the Usyk was like icing on the cake.
Because he came
Ruiz
back and
started-
knocked Ruiz out. Don't forget that. I mean, Ruiz was out of shape.
he did not. Did he knock out? No, he outboxed him.
He didn't knock him out.
Yeah, he outboxed him.
Nah, he
Ruiz
outboxed
never
So I'm
been knocked
thinking
out.
he did. How many times did he drop him?
He dropped him a couple
He dropped
times,
him
but
a
yeah,
couple
he
times.
dropped him like
So
That
then-
was the first fight. The first fight, the second fight, I don't think he dropped. I mean, did he drop?
No, I think he dropped him a couple times in the second fight too.
Did he?
First fight was like way more. It was like, oh shit, he's
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
He comes
He
back,
dropped
he knocked
Andy
him,
first, hurt
knocked
him, and then Andy hurt him, and
Yes.
that was
But
it.
he came
got
back.
all tired.
He did come back. He got his look back. You know what I'm saying? He took an L. He came back. He got his belt back.
But he was
But
never the
Usyk-
same confident Joshua. That's what I'm saying. Like,
But that's
what
why
I'm
I think it was Usyk, right? Because Usyk is way small. He's smaller than you.
Way
You
more
know what I'm saying?
skill.
And he has a skill. But think about that, bro. The whole United Kingdom is behind you. They're cheering and everything. You have this guy who literally, it's like you're a foot taller than him. And you weigh way more than he does.
Way
And this
more
guy is
small.
boxing
Wow.
the shit out of you. He did it
You should
twice.
know that. Size don't matter, man.
No,
matter how
size-
big he is.
What
I'm
No,
just saying,
size
like,
don't matter. But
look
all
up-
right, so right or wrong.
Here's a proven point. Pitbull. He about what? 4'3"? Tell
He's
the
short.
truth.
I think that's the only fighter that
He
takes
tied
one
your
that
shoes,
was
even
short.
though he walk, he tied your shoes.
Yeah.
He's that short, right? So who's really scared of Pitbull? But you think about Pitbull is dangerous because he's really small. So it really don't matter about size. You gotta be big. A small fight can get inside that big fighter and hurt them. Look what happened. The fight we're about to bring up. Fortua. No, not Fortua. The other guy, tall, lanky one that got
Yeah,
cracked.
no, not Fortuna.
Nah,
Sebastian
Fedora.
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 Look how big he is. And whoa! Adios.
But
Adios.
we've seen that already because Lubin gave him a real good fight. Even though Lubin left like he, you know what I'm
He look
saying?
like Martin from he look like Martin.
When he
He
popped out,
he had knocked in his pro, man. I mean,
Yeah, he has
Bro,
knocked-
yeah,
he knocked him out everywhere.
he looked bad. But if you remember that fight, it wasn't like Lubin wasn't giving him something
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
He was
Lubin
giving it to
dropped him,
him
didn't
too.
he?
Lubin had great moments. Lubin had great moments.
Lubin dropped him.
Damn, that was so long.
Yeah, Lubin did drop him.
Did he drop him?
Yes, he did.
But I
Lubin
remember
hurt him.
I remember that even though Lubin left that fight looking hurt, he did give Fedora some
Fedora,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was giving Fedora some work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Mendoza winning that fight, he was a big underdog.
Huge underdog.
But if you watch Mendoza before that, you could be like, oh shit, I don't know.
I don't really know much.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you know what? You didn't know much about Mendoza?
No, but
Oh, he's a
dangerous.
dog.
Yeah,
I
Mendoza.
love the
Every
right. What was it? Left hook.
Because he catch
He
counter.
caught him with a left hook, right?
But
Like-
he was stunned. He stunned. I think he
Yeah,
stunned
but
him.
it was a shot. What is he? Is he southpaw or he's right-handed?
Mendoza?
Yeah.
Nah, I think
Orthodox.
Mendoza's
He's orthodox. It was a left hook because he was setting up for his left uppercut and he boom. And that first, he didn't know where he was at. He went down like this and came up and then he finished with a right hand left hook or whatever.
Yeah.
And when he hit that ground, it was like a sack. Boom. You
Boom,
knew
yeah,
he
head
was
bounced
gonna.
off the canvas.
I remember just looking at the ref.
Yeah, he didn't know where he was. He was like,
He looked at the ref like, I can't move.
Yeah, where am I?
Yeah, that kid's a dangerous puncher though.
Right.
He's a dog.
Cracker.
He's a dog. Every fight he's in, he's like that. You know what I'm
Really?
saying? It's not like he backs
I
off.
heard he
It's not-
upsets a couple of people. He upset a couple of
He
people.
doesn't back off. He's not really in fear of people. He usually brings the fight to people. He just always gets outboxed. Like better boxers are gonna beat him.
Right.
But if you are somebody that likes to go toe to toe and you're gonna stay in the pocket, he has a very good chance to beat you. He has good power. He has good timing. He looked really.
That was perfect timing. I mean,
No.
I never expected that to happen to him.
Well, because he's fucking 8 foot tall. He's fucking 8 foot tall.
He doesn't-
154, bro.
I
Like,
never
he's
seen
praying
somebody
when
so
he's walking
big.
around.
Bro,
He's in the skies.
He has so many. He has the
He's with the man above.
The physical attributes. Like Fundora's gonna go into every fight being taller than everybody and longer than everybody.
Yep.
But the thing about Fundora is the way he fights is like he's a mid.
Yeah,
he fights like he's
fights on
Tank.
the inside.
You know what I'm saying? Like he loves to fight on the inside. It's like,
'Cause he
damn,
knows.
bro, you're so tall and you long. Why don't you use that shit? But he don't use it, and then now it cost him.
Yeah.
But back to Joshua, the heavyweight division is different. Like we look at Tyson, right? Tyson knocked motherfucker. He put the fear in Yadu. He would win fights before the fight even started.
Just
you know what I'm
looking
saying?
at
Oh, all right. Wait. You got to throw me off. No offense. I thought you were thinking of. I was about to say Tyson Fury.
No.
Oh, we're saying Mike
I'm
Tyson.
talking about Mike Tyson.
Mike.
Mike Tyson won fights, but he
Even
would win in
before.
the face-off. He would win. You know what I'm saying? People, big ass men would be scared to fight him, but when he went up against somebody, like, cause he was a shorter man almost every fucking time. But when he fought somebody who fought big, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? I'm not scared of you. I'm bigger than you, and I'm gonna use it.
There's some fighters that I can't think of who he fought. That was like keeping him at the end of his jab.
Are you
You're
talking
right.
about Lennox Lewis? Lennox
Holyfield
Lewis.
Lewis.
I thought was bigger than Tyson though. Lennox Lewis, all right. Lennox Lewis is a bigger fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kept him.
But he fought big though, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, bro. It's like Joshua don't fight big. And then when he said, like, Joshua asked the crowd after the fight, he's like, oh, who do y'all want to see me fight next? And everybody's like, Fury. He's like, all right. Bro, you don't want no parts of Fury.
You don't want none of that smoke. You don't want none of that smoke.
You don't want.
You are not ready.
You can't even make money. Like, you know how much money I would need to put on Fury to make
Hold
$1?
on, wait. Joshua challenged Fury?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yes. Then
But
he
now
went
the
and said,
Wilder fight gonna happen. So
Yes.
yes,
Yeah,
let's go.
Wilder right now behind bars, so it's
I'm just saying, when he gets out that bars,
Yeah.
Joshua, he gonna put that boys. He gonna put that boys.
He fights timid, bro. He was
So
fighting
timid.
like he fought scared. Like he wasn't even turning the right hand. Derek James was like, yo, turn it over. Like he's playing
I
ping
gotta
pong.
rewatch that fight.
You gotta watch it because you're just gonna see Joshua just being hesitant and just not following up on the
What
combination that
happened
he
at the end
wants
of
to.
that fight though? Wasn't it like commotion between the corners or someone was trying to fight it?
It was right after the fight where Franklin
like-
took what Joshua was trying to be like, yo, good fight, right? And
To
Franklin took it the
disrespect.
wrong way, like as disrespect. So then Joshua went back over there. Then there was like a scuffle, you know what I mean, for a little
Like
bit.
smack him upside his head.
Yeah,
Like, don't fucking smack.
Yeah,
me.
he took it the wrong way when he was just trying to be like, all right, good fight, but he hit him in the back of the
His
head,
head.
and then you know what I mean.
All right.
Yep.
You feel me? But we talked about that. We talked about Mendoza. Fundora. And 154 is starting to get scary too.
I
Yeah,
know.
absolutely.
Ooh, it's starting to
Well,
get good.
I mean, I thought Fundora
When
was
are Charlo's
gonna be-
coming back, man?
I thought-
when are Charlo's coming back?
I
Charlo's
thought
fighting,
Fundora was
this
gonna
guy,
be the
Tim Tszyu,
boogeyman
comes back.
until he got clipped.
Who?
Fundora was gonna be the boogeyman until he got clipped.
Yeah.
So it's like now, like
I never saw him beating Charlo to begin with.
Me neither. Yeah.
I
I'm
was
sorry.
I felt like if Spence were to go to 154, I felt like Spence was going to chop that tree.
Oh
the fuck
my
down.
God. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Holy
And now you got
shit.
Jahai Tucker up there. I feel like Jahai Tucker got work for Fundora.
Yep.
And you got Xander Zayas. I
Xander.
feel like Xander Zayas and Fundora would have been a close fight.
that's a good fight.
That's a 50
Somebody
fight.
was just talking crazy on Xander. Who was that that's talking crazy
That
on
was
Xander?
Jahai Tucker, man. My son out here, bro.
Yo.
That Brooklyn, bro.
Talking like,
He
yo.
won all the smoke. You know what I mean? But 54 division is getting, nice.
You
But
still got Lubin too. Lubin's still floating around, even though he got knocked out by. What? Come on.
He's very skilled.
Yeah,
I do like
Lubin's a very good
He
fighter.
is very good.
Just because
but
of what Fundora did to him doesn't mean that
he just
can't
gets
go
rocked.
out.
No,
He gets
I'm
caught.
not saying that. I'm not saying that, but I haven't really heard. My ears on the streets, and I haven't heard shit from Ruben anytime soon. I mean, have you heard
He's
something?
been in the training. He's been
I
training.
mean,
That's
of
it.
course, yeah, you better be training, but I haven't
Well, he
heard.
could be at home eating a fat burger. Well, I mean,
I
he's
haven't
training
heard.
and stuff.
You know,
So
but,
this
Double
podcast
quarter
is
pounder.
good.
Double quarter pounder with cheese there.
but
Podcast is good.
we're in the month of May, right? You know what time it is, right? There's a reason why my man Rick is representing right now. You know what I'm saying? Of
Yeah.
course, Canelo has
Goes down
his
to
debut. Cinco de Mayo belongs to Canelo Alvarez when it comes to boxing.
We talked
And
about that one.
I don't think we're gonna talk about this long, but I don't think Ryder really has anything for Canelo.
He's southpaw. unknown. I don't really know him too
Nah,
much.
I mean he is a good fighter. Don't get me wrong. It's not like he's light. If you like when I checked a couple,
I
like,
watched some
I follow.
Is he? So wait. So is he like a mandatory number one that he's getting this opportunity in a sense? Is he like a WBA number one?
Yeah,
opportunity?
he's
He's somebody's number one.
He's something.
mandatory.
He's something. I forget what it is, but he is something.
Okay, that's
It's
what I
not
feel
like it's not like Bivol where it's like he's just trying to be great going to another. But there is something that Ryder offers that he earned.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's some reason that Ryder is in this position. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
He's ranked number 3. He's 32-5. He's got 18 knockouts. He has 1 knockout loss. His last 4 fights was 3 decisions and a TKO.
Against what's the names though?
Zach Parker, Daniel Jacob, Joseph
Daniel
Jerko,
Jacob.
and Mike Guy.
So he has some names on those 5.
Danny Jacobs.
It ain't like
man.
it ain't like he's light.
Come on, man.
It's not, but it's Canelo. That's the thing.
That's
it's
all
not
it
like
is. That's
it's
all it is.
Canelo.
I mean, Danny Jacobs is a good fighter, but his time has passed. He's not that fighter no more.
I know.
And
I felt like him 5
Ryder is
years
just
ago.
a guy that's going to get stopped by Canelo. I don't see this guy going past 7 or 8 rounds.
Yeah.
Now, Canelo fighting David Benavidez, that's a really good fight.
Oh my God.
And the other guy, Morrell, the guy that
David
fought
Morrell.
Junior, he is dangerous.
Yeah, he's dangerous, but I don't know if he's ready. I
He's
don't know
not
if he's
ready
ready
for
for
an
Canelo
elite
yet.
guy.
I do feel like Benavidez is ready for a Canelo fight. He deserves it. I don't understand this. I'm Mexican. I don't want to fight Mexican bullshit.
Yeah.
It's scared energy. It's giving me scared. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And
yeah.
Canelo is a supreme, like he is a generational talent. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
What's the fucking problem, bro?
It's
What's
the
the
A side
hold
again.
up?
It's the A side again.
Doing
You
that
know what I
bullshit
mean?
back.
It's on, yeah.
He's on that bullshit back.
Because he's the A side. He has control of where these fights go.
Exactly.
So he can dictate if I want you, I want you. I don't need you. So I don't need to take
Well,
it.
Canelo needs to stay far away from Bivol, but from what I'm hearing,
Oh
after
my
this
God.
Ryder fight,
He wants that again.
He wants a rematch. at
Don't do it.
75.
Stay away.
Bivol-
Even at 168, I don't want it.
Bivol is smart though because he said, "All right, you want it? Then I'm coming down to 68.
And I'm taking all your
And I'm gonna
belts."
take your belts."
And
Canelo don't want that.
Yeah.
Hope again.
Canelo, he could go up there, get the ass whooped again, and go back and still be champion.
That's
Exactly.
what
So
I'm
he
saying.
don't
That's
want-
the
yeah,
beauty.
he don't
That's
want-
why he don't want
Exactly.
that at 168. He'll go up to 175. You don't take all my belts. I'm gonna own 168.
Because Bivol's gonna kill himself to get down to 168. I don't think he'll make 168 easy.
He's not a big
But if
light
he-
heavyweight, though.
But if
He's
he
not.
makes
He's
68,
not.
if he does make 68, he can balloon up to whatever he
I mean,
wants.
Jamal Charlo is bigger than size-wise.
Yeah, I seen that little face off that they had.
He's off
And
face.
he-
He's fucking
Yeah,
big.
he-
Oh
yeah,
shit! When I
Charlo's
see
big, bro.
him, I didn't. think
I'd
he was
love to see
much
that
bigger
fight.
than-
I think that's a
I
better
did not
fight than
think he was that
Canelo.
big
No
then.
offense to Canelo.
But Canelo and his team are smart. They know if Bivol comes down to 168 and he takes those belts, what is he gonna do? I'm gonna drop him. And now look, it's free picking. Now Canelo has to go and collect all those belts again. You're gonna have to see Charlo. You're gonna have to see Benavidez.
Yep.
Morrell's gonna pick up one. You're gonna have to see Morrell. Boo Boo.
Yeah.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
That's great.
I
I forgot.
Everybody's
And
forgetting.
even Caleb Plant might have a chance to go and
Yeah,
grab
he'll be in
him.
the mix.
You know what I'm saying?
Caleb will be in the mix.
So
Did we talk about that fight last time we were on David Benavidez and Caleb Plant? I don't think we talked about that, did we?
We didn't. I don't think we get to bring it up much.
Yeah, we didn't get to talk about it at all, in our last podcast.
Well, because you had
Because
We had a guest.
you had the guest last
We had a
time,
guest.
so it's like,
But we could just mention right now, excellent fight, real fast. David Benavidez proved that he is champion quality.
Shit.
I mean,
Oh my God.
Caleb Plant's a hard fighter. A lot of people thought Caleb was going to win that fight. And I
myself
like
included.
Caleb.
Myself included.
I like Caleb,
I picked
but I picked Benavidez. I think I
you
did. I picked,
You did.
Yeah, no, you did. You were
I'm
the
gonna
only-
respect.
You're the only
I'm
one.
gonna respect the name I used to call him, David Benavidez.
Pepperoni. No doubt.
Yeah.
Domino's pizza.
But see, here's the
I wanted to say it so bad. I wanted to say it so bad.
the thing that pisses me off.
Gotta
bro,
put
is
respect
like,
on his name.
Caleb was one fighter in the first half, and he was a different fighter
Second.
the second half.
You know why?
He gassed, bro. The boy was tired. All you saw was
It's part of
footwork.
it.
He was
I think it's
pivoting.
part of it.
What else do you think it's part of? Come on,
Not
man.
everything. Not everything. I think it's
Fuck
part
that
of it.
fucking power.
I think it's the
power.
I think it was
crack-
the overall volume and power that
and
set it.
pressure. That slows everything.
So you didn't see the footwork slow up? Because what I seen from the second half of
Well-
the fight was David. Literally, he's standing in the middle of the ring or on the ropes, and he's just waiting for Benavidez.
But then you see the blood. And you
Yeah,
see,
but
like,
you gotta
the
think about
body
pressure
getting
that
more.
Benavidez start doing. Benavidez start coming. Body shot.
Nervous system breaks down.
And yeah, the nervous system, the fatigueness of taking them bombs,
Yep.
stopped his legs. It wasn't that if he still had the legs, he would still been running. Well, not running, moving.
No, he would have been moving.
Yeah, he was.
But he
Yeah.
couldn't.
No.
He got to a point where he was getting hit, and you just started. When you're getting hit and hurt, you're just staying there because you're so damn tired.
Yeah.
You're so damn hurt, and
So that's why it shifted. That's why it changed.
That's why he was
That's
a whole
why
different
it
fighter.
really changed.
Yeah, that's why he was a whole different fighter after that.
But-
And I knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, that was a good fucking call, man.
Like I said, we're in the month of May. The Canelo, there ain't much to say about the Canelo.
That's what I'm saying. We were talking about like this Canelo card, and I'm like,
This
I almost thought there was. I thought there was.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, it's the biggest like fight weekend of the year, Cinco De Mayo.
Got the flag on.
There's got to be some on the other card. I peeked
Yo.
the other card. I'm like, who the hell's on here?
Yo.
Who the hell is on
Yo,
here?
we know who's on there, man. The
Yo,
boy from Subway.
Where are they?
Who else? The boy from
Subway?
Subway. Yeah. Who else? Huh?
Home from
Bus
Wendy's.
driver. The manager from Wendy's. Everybody's on that card.
Should have called me up. I would have been on
Yeah,
there.
come on,
Call me
man.
up, bro.
We don't know not
Rick
a
did.
soul on that card.
Rick hit up the group. He's like, yo, let's talk about these Cinco de Mayo fights. Like, fights as in, like, plural, like, more than one.
I thought,
and I'm thinking,
man.
like,
Who else?
What the fuck is he talking about? Like,
tried.
There's only one fight, right? There's only one. But
That's a shame.
May 20th is Devin Haney.
Yep.
And
Oh,
Vasil
man.
Lomachenko.
Loma.
And we talked with Ian Green. I feel like that's going to be a 10-2 or 9-3. Devin's way.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Not to take anything away from Loma, but Loma is, I think there's an 11-year age gap. I think it's
Yeah.
10. It's either 10 or 11-year age gap, right? And not only that, I get that he's a great fighter, but Devin is also a really, really, really good fighter, and he's bigger than him,
Yes.
and he's longer
Longer
than
than
him.
him.
I even think I think that Shakur is a better fighter than the overall fighter than Devin, but I feel like if you had to ask me who has the more disciplined jab, Devin has the best fucking jab in around his weight class. You go below 130, 135, 140, there's nobody who has a better jab than Devin does.
I think
and I think
Devin-
that's going to neutralize all that pivoting that
Yeah.
Loma does. That jab is going to neutralize it all.
Devin is the real deal. If you just have a little bit more power,
Yeah.
he'd be a monster.
Power and
He's a workhorse, and that's what me and my cousin was talking about. Like, yo, Devin's a workhorse.
Yeah.
You gotta like, and that's what I say even with Tank. He could throw 6, 7 jabs at you before you even close range on him. Pop, pop, pop. Devin's a workhorse, and I think him fighting Tank, only Tank got really is that discipline is those bombs. He cracked Devin with a good shot. Can Devin take the shot?
yeah.
That's the only.
That's
thing
always
we
the
worry
biggest
about.
question.
The volume from Devin is going to give Tank hell, and the volume from Devin will give Shakur hell too. Shakur got to dodge all that and stuff. So I think what he's going to do to Loma is he's going to shut him down, like even Shakur said. He's going to destroy him,
Yeah.
and we all know that's going to happen.
Well,
Yeah.
what do you?
No, I love Loma. I love the footwork. I love the angles. I love the kind of like the awkward style that he brings to the table. He's not the most like traditional fundamental fighter where he just comes at you, he's slipping and countering. He's doing different footwork. He's angling off. He's switching position. He's switching stances. So that is like the biggest thing that I favor him. He's very smart. You know, he's good defensive wise, but I just feel the same way that you guys feel. I think it's the youth. I think it's the range. I think it's the speed. I think it's just him being able to dictate where this fight goes. It favors Haney. It favors Haney big time. And damn, man, I love Loma. So it's like it sucks that I'm even going against him right now. But like I'm just speaking facts. Haney's a lot to deal with. It's going to be hard for Loma to really get his shots off on him. It's going to be a long day, man. Loma, I think Loma's gonna have a long fight. Damn, 7-3 though. 10. What'd you say? 7-3.
No, I said 10-2 or 9-3.
God damn.
He might even sweep him. To be honest with you,
I don't think he's gonna
Damn.
sweep. I think that I give Loma enough credit.
I give him credit, man.
I give him enough credit.
I'm not calling that, but we don't know. I mean, Devin's so disciplined. He swept Gambosis back to back.
Back
right?
to back. Like I think in both
I'll
fights
give
they
him-
gave him like 2 rounds in both
Okay,
fights.
okay.
But from what I've seen in
I'll give
both of
him
those
3 to
fights,
4 rounds, man. Shit.
I think that when it comes to Loma and Kambosos, it's 2 different planets.
Yeah.
As far as skill, it's not even close.
Yeah.
But I feel like Devin is approaching this with the mindset that there's more on the line than there was even when all the belts were on the line. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I feel like Devin is on social media, he's on YouTube, he's on Twitter, and he sees people talking all this shit. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, okay, you got the easiest route to undisputed. All you had to do was beat Kambosos. So the fuck, what if he had to go to Australia and do it? Who cares? He's trash and shit.
That's crazy.
Nobody, you can't take
Not
nothing
giving him
away
credit.
from Loma. You have to give Devin his credit now. And I feel that Devin knows that now. So that's how he's going to approach it. And since he's approaching it with that mindset and all that ability,
Yes.
I think he's going to whoop Loma's
Holy
ass.
shit. Damn.
I don't know. It would be awesome if he stops him though. If Devin stops him,
He don't got enough.
Devin hadn't had a knockout. What do you mean? Volume enough?
I don't
like
think
volume.
I don't think he's gonna hit. I think as
I'm not saying like he
long
knocks
as
him
he
out, but
brings-
if he did stop him, that would really.
Oh yeah, it's a big
Another-
stand. It's a big stand.
That would be that would put him almost to where Tank is at.
That's
he
what I'm
would've
saying.
knocked Loma
If he
out,
stops Lomo,
ooh,
Loma really hasn't been stopped. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you've never been stopped.
yeah.
So it's
You've
like,
been dropped by Linares.
No, and what's his name early on in his career where he lost?
Salido. Salido dropped him?
I think Salido
No,
dropped him too.
Yeah, okay. I know he got dropped by Linares.
I think
And
Salido dropped
Lomo
him
beat
too.
the likes of Luke Campbell, the likes of the Axeman. He destroyed Reagan down.
Breaking down.
Richard
Uh,
Comey. He
Comey,
asked his
yeah,
corner like,
Lomo
yo,
was
get
a
your man's out
problem.
of
The
here.
Asian boy with the Asian
Jason
tail.
Nakatani.
Yeah, Nakatani.
Jason
Oh, that's
Sosa.
not it. Oh shit. Yeah.
And-
Sosa,
and-
Jason Sosa.
And
was
Tio,
a
when
monster.
Tio was Tio didn't even stop Nakatani. Nakatani gave Tio hell.
Oh yeah.
He gave him hell.
Oh my, and yeah, Shakur I think
Destroyed.
Shakur would destroy Tio.
No, Shakur didn't fight Nakatani. He fought Shoshino.
Oh, okay. But I think Shakur would destroy Tio.
But Shoshino, I think, knocked out Nakatani before he fought Shakur. And Shakur, straight, we all know what happened.
I think Shakur, that's a good matchup. Tio Fimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson.
That's a clinic from
I think
Tio.
it's, yeah,
That's
I think
a
it's
clinic from
Shakur.
Shakur. I think he does sweep him on
Yeah,
that.
I think he
And then
sweeps
Tio
Shakur.
gonna cry and talk about how it's
mental health and all that.
I used to be a Tio fan. I've seen that little comment he said about the black fighters. You seen that?
top
shit?
rank and keep the black fighters.
Did you see that? Black
What'd he say?
top rank could keep all the black fighters. As well as
He said because they
It's
stopped
fucking
promoting him and they start promoting like Shakur, Devin, Keyshawn Davis.
He said that. I'm like, bro, they stopped supporting you because you talk about
Jared
you are
Anderson.
still got it.
Yo,
You are still
how
got
about
it. Like that's why they don't want to support a fighter that don't have the mindset of saying that out loud in public. Oh, do I still got it, bro? You trash.
And then
I mean, I
trying
used to like Tio.
for Tim Bradley. He's coming for Tim Bradley saying that, he said, when I slipped in that one fight, he said, he hurt. Bro, Tio, my man. I'm trying to be respectful. I'm trying to be as respectful as I possibly can. That was not a slip. You got punched in your fucking face. You got punched clean in your face, bro.
You got caught, bro.
And then you got sat down by Kambosos. That was not a slip.
He tried to say that was a slip.
Yeah.
Bro, he said it with you didn't hear that? You didn't hear the whole audio?
Yeah, I hear the whole audio.
Listen to the whole audio. He said because when the clip that he's talking
He got
about,
cracked with the
when
overhand
Tim
right
Bradley, when Tim Bradley said, he's hurt. Tio's sitting on his ass, bro. He's sitting on his ass, and then he's saying that was a slip. Come on,
I mean,
man.
come on, man. He got cracked. Right? It was the second round he got cracked and went down.
Yeah, bro. And then after that fight, he's talking about how everything is all it's a conspiracy. It's like everybody's the cards stacked against him. They wanted him to lose.
He's a fighter
like
that's really unsure of himself, and he has enough excuses to.
I don't like the excuses.
And then but then how much you want?
I liked him, but I don't like him anymore.
You know what did it for me is
Yeah.
when after you got beat by Kambosos and you lose all those belts saying that he was undisputed, which he never was undisputed, ladies and gentlemen. He never had a WBC super.
Yeah.
He was always unified.
Yeah, because Haney was holding it while
Haney was holding the super because Loma ducked
Yeah,
Haney.
Loma.
He took franchise and then wanted to go fight Tio. Then obviously what happened. But my man's, how you do all this, the takeover, yeah, I'm undisputed when you're not, and you lose to Kambosos and you don't even want the rematch.
How do you not want that? How do you not want that?
He knew, though.
Dang.
He knew. And I tell you, if y'all go
That's
back, if
a lot.
you rewatch the first time, I think Campos had on all black. And he had the bigger shoes. And he kind of towered over Teofimo. He took his heart. That was when Teofimo took his shirt off, acting all stupid on stage. He was never, he took his heart right there.
But damn,
He took his heart right there.
I'm sorry. I lose, man. I want it back.
That's what a fighter does.
I'm not going to want it.
That's the end of Teofimo. Even if Loma would have let his hands go,
He was winning the later round.
It took like 5 rounds to start letting him go.
yeah, 6.
That was a way different fight from 6 on.
So-
that was a way different fight.
He running, he just moving. It was calculated move, but he wasn't throwing nothing. And then,
Loma was picking it up, landing, doing
and
better on the
you
aggressive side.
see when he actually let his hands go, he was actually tearing people's ass up. All the way up. I'm like, that's all you gotta do is just let your hands go.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, but after those comments, I hear you. Like when he said that, because why do you have to say black fighters?
yeah, he didn't have to say that.
Yo,
Like-
hate.
Yeah, it's
Like-
jealousy. It's all it is. It's
Jealousy.
jealousy. And now you know these guys heard you say that. You know Shakur heard that.
Yeah, that's
You know Devin heard that. You know Jared Anderson heard that.
Tank
That's
heard
why.
that.
That's why when the Shakur fight in that was in Newark, there was a UFC card that night.
Yeah.
That's where Tio was. He knows you can't even be. He don't even want to be around these. You don't even want to look his peers in the eyes no more. That's how I feel. I don't ever see. I don't see Tio hanging with any other fighters. Do you? I see Shakur with Jared Anderson. I see him with Keyshawn Davis. I see him with Crawford. I see Devin with so many fighters. I see Tank with so many fighters. I see everybody. Who's who in boxing is always with somebody else who's who in boxing.
Yeah.
Except Tio. Except him. He's by himself. And I think he knows that when he gets to somebody who can really knock you the fuck out, that's really about that shit, even face to face, he can't talk that shit no more. So he just fucking avoids him. I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
It's slightly true because there's been a lot. Like Tio early on was a lot of talk, a lot of hype. There was a lot of confidence, but now that he sees he ain't the biggest fish in the pond anymore, you're kind of like the small man on the block. You're not the greatest anymore on the block. You kind of question yourself, and it's like.
And I'll tell you, at one point, we all were like, that's Teofimo.
Oh, Tio's for real. I mean,
at one point, I remember looking at this boy and the shit he was doing. I'm like, yo, dang,
he was
I didn't know what weight class he could be in. He could be something.
He has a lot of God-given ability.
Hey,
another one, like a Ryan Garcia.
A lot. But the thing is, you could tell his IQ was way better than Ryan's was.
Oh, yeah.
I think that now when he goes into these fights, like with Pedro Campo, he did well in that fight, but it was Pedro Campo. I think that was Pedro's first fight in the United States. Every other fight was in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? That was the one before Sandor.
Yeah.
But if you ask
Sandor,
me,
I think
Sandor
actually
won. I think
that
Sandor
fight.
won. If you ask me.
Got robbed.
You know what I'm saying? But and then he has that meltdown where he's like, "Do I still got it?" He can't do the backflip right. His baby mom don't want to give him a baby. It's like, yo, he got so.
Yeah, he's got a lot of shit.
He has a lot of shit going on, and you can tell. I don't think like you said, ever since that Kambosos fight,
He's not all in.
Or a shortage on the muscle milk too. I think that
Sponsorship cut him off.
shortage.
Sponsorship cut him
Shortage on
off.
the muscle
Don't
milk,
worry,
man.
don't worry.
Muscles ain't looking too tight no more.
I think he lost his belt. Why is
Can't
he
do
too?
that.
Yeah, he lost that.
Tio lose it, man.
But I think like you said, Josh Taylor gonna deal with him. But
I can't
That's
wait.
rough.
I can't wait.
Oh,
'Cause
Josh Taylor might
Josh
stop
Taylor
him.
going to finish.
Josh Taylor might stop him.
Yeah, he gonna finish Teofimo.
Oh, you're calling to finish?
Yeah, I mean like
I said
literally,
Mike.
he may not
I'm
even
giving
fight
him that much benefit of the doubt, respect. I don't think he's gonna stop.
I don't even know if he's
But
gonna stop
gonna
him.
get
But I mean,
dropped.
like as far as like after that fight, I don't think Teofimo is really gonna fight anymore.
Damn.
You think that like FanDuel or DraftKings is gonna have a prop bet like is T.O. gonna cry after the fight? I put 100 in that.
Shit! He gonna cry when he
Tell the truth, man. Tell the truth. That's what we do, man. We tell the truth.
He gonna cry when he get in the car.
There's a prop bet. I'm putting 100. I'm putting 100 on it.
Damn.
100. The odds won't be that well, you know.
Yeah, he
I think
definitely
the bookies
cry.
think he gonna cry.
He gonna cry.
You know the bookies.
He gonna cry. Josh Taylor gonna break that. Josh Taylor gonna break that boy down. It's gonna be rough.
Him and Josh were crying like all day long.
All day long.
Man.
It's going down.
But is that it? You got anything else we missed on?
We hit everything because we're going to Cinco
we
De
hit
Mayo.
everything,
We hit
yeah.
everything, man. We covered it all for now, man. We did the
Is
damn
Canelo
thing.
gonna have that meat in him?
Carne asada, baby. Carne asada.
Hey, yo.
Yo, you know what our next story is gonna be?
Pause.
Yeah, man. Episode 9. Episode 10 coming soon.
Hell yeah.
This is Tell the Truth Boxing Pod. The Valley Savage. Khalif. Numero Uno is back.
Yes, sir.
He's here to stay. He ain't going nowhere.
Ain't going nowhere.
And we'll see y'all soon, man. We out. Oh, hold on. Wait.
You almost forgot, man.
Wait.
You almost forgot, man.
I know it. How did I do that?
Why did you forget the man himself?
I've been doing good. Like the last 7 episodes, I've been straight on this, bro.
The man,
Yo,
the legend,
the GOAT, the man, the legend, the engineer, ones and twos, that voice you hear in the back that's giving us stats that we forgot.
Yeah.
Quitting.
Ill
The
man
Valley
Q.
Savage,
Hey.
Khalif, Numero Uno, Ricky Nuno.
I'll say it for you. If you see us in the streets, don't say hello, don't say what's up, don't say what's good, just say tell the truth. Yeah.
So good.
Yo!